Hi, good morning. Today we are with Icelandic friend Kristinn Björgúlfsson. Um, I would like really to introduce to him because he was working with us in a long time ago with Handball.ai I. Good friend. We saw us a couple of times in live, and I would like just to introduce to all of you. Kristinn, please go ahead. Introduce yourself a bit.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having me. Yeah, as I said, Kristinn Björgúlfsson, 43-year-old Icelandic. Been working with Handball.ai I since 2021, and has been pretty good. It's been really, really interesting.
So tell us a bit, Kristinn, of what are you doing currently?
Uh, I have been working for some teams, national teams as well, and have been at the last year I was working for the Icelandic champions from
Mhm.
as video analyzer for them.
Okay, great. And how did you discover Handball.ai actually?
Um, I discovered Handball.ai through Alistair Eyjolfsson, who was at the time coach of Cadet in Schaffhausen. He hired me to analyze their video games or their games for the season. Uh, so that was basically all where it began.
How did you start it when you were analyzing for Aldin in the beginning? Aldin, for the people as Christine said that might not remember, Aldin was the trainer from Cadetten, and then was hired as a trainer of Minden, and they are not. He is not currently more working with Minden, but did you hear before Aldi was calling you from Cadetten? Did you hear before the Humble IE, or was totally new for you?
It was totally new. I heard first heard about Handball.ai after a EHF master coach training. We were at a
Hmm.
session there, and Aldi talked to me about it because we were talking about statistics and how important it was and to have the data. And then he started to talk about that he heard about Handball.ai and that some guy, was obviously you, had made a formula about it. So that's where it started, and few months later, Aldi called me and asked if I was interested in joining. It was quite interesting.
How many games do you analyze with Aldi? All the season was in Cadette, no?
Yeah, there was the whole season in Cadetten, and then after he stopped, we planned to work together a bit more. Uh,
Mhm.
but we didn't work together in Minden, and Aldi is now back in Iceland. So we're not working together anymore, sadly.
So here we are. It's a Icelandic game um, between Valur and Fram. Tell us a bit more. How do you do work on that point? It's totally free, so I let you exactly explain how you work. Normally in Hamalai we have always a process how it works and how it not works, but I always let the customer a bit or the user a bit to understand of how it is the best for them. So just please tell us how do you work on that on 2 minutes in a 2 minute peel? How are you working with this?
Well, it has been kind of my idea here in Iceland. I can do basically, or I have developed the way to do it, what is best for me, and I have been working with the teams, telling them basically they're joining my way basically on it. So
Okay.
we have I have basically made my schedule so that as it is now here, and you can do it. And then I've changed a bit the crossing and pressing and transition game for myself. So I'm doing it. So I'm doing it the same way for everybody basically. So
Okay.
if I have a free if I have more teams than one, I'm not changing directions. So it's like it's easier for the coach to join my part instead of I'm learning all his system, all his names, how it's done.
Sure.
So it's better for me to do it from there. You can see as now I made a special note here from free throw, just so it will be easier for me to develop it later on.
Okay,
And you
so
can
what you
see,
saw, what you say is that, so what you say is that when you're analyzing as an external analyst the different games, you are trying to create your own game system. So that means that you could put there whatever you need, wherever you want, a kind of a benchmark. So like this, that if another coach comes to you and say, "I want this," that you already have it, and
yeah,
then from
yeah,
here, I saw that you are working with the complete mode. I mean, you are
yes,
working with a mode that you can make the changes offense, defense, and you have then the time of the player. What is the experience
yes.
about this?
I've always done it in complete mode. Uh,
Okay.
just for my, I just think it's been better for me to do it that way, because then I have all the
Mhm.
statistics at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
That
Great.
has been because the main idea was always to get all the data and uh, and to
Yeah.
have it the screen time all the time. It's been better for me.
So with this mode, what you get is the time of the player, you get the statistics of the players, and then you get
Yeah,
after the clips of the player.
playing time.
Right.
And what we have been doing, for example, here I'm working for from here the blue team. Then we have basically analyzed everything. We take every mistake that the player make. We take all his minutes. We're very detailed about playing time, how many free throws he made.
So after the game is analyzed, exactly, we analyze the game, and then I would like you to show us a bit how do you work with this data, how do you process information. We will take a look into my dashboard. So like this, you will be able really to show us exactly how they're working with that. Please,
Mm.
Kristen, go ahead.
Yeah, here we have, for example, one good that I'm working with the coaches. Here we have one of Fram's best player, Reynir Thor. He's recently joined Melsungen, and here we have all his data in the finals. So we can see, basically, for me to show this to the coach, where he's shooting from the sides, and his playing time, shots and goals on the field. So that has been really good for the coach to see, uh, just as well to organize if he's playing too much, or isn't he getting enough rest, or when is he basically missing his shots. Is it because he's tired? Is it at the end of the game because he's played a bit too much? Should we changed him out earlier to get him some rest? So at this we can see everything basically. So that's been really helpful for us.
Can you take a look into the PDF, or are you working also in the PDF section for the
Well,
goalkeeper report or the?
most of the time I'm working with this one, but then I send the coaches and I send the players after recent, let's say, maybe 3 or 5 games. I send them the report. So that has been
Okay.
really helpful for the player as well to get, for example, this one. This is after the finals. So all the players got their PDF report, how much they played, so they could see as well for themselves, to have it basically on paper. This is what you did. This is how you performed during the games. So it's not just the coach telling him you did this and this and this. Then the player could basically have it and look into it themselves. And then maybe they contact me and ask if uh, if they could get some video clips. Maybe
Mhm.
they're not understanding how this and this works, so maybe You can just send me the file, and I've sent them the clips, and I've sent them the more data that that maybe they need. So it's been really
Okay.
helpful,
Okay.
especially where,
So then,
for example
we,
here, how
we-
where he is taking his shot, and so on.
okay. So you are doing also to analyzing the individuals, but also to analyze the teams, right? So you combine both options, both data.
Yes, so that's been
Okay.
basically both sides. So it's been really helpful.
Okay. So once that we already saw that how do you work with Handball.ai, tell us what we could do better, what we could implement, how can Handball.ai develop further.
Well, I think it has been developing quite fast over the years. It has been a good because it's not easy as well to do something extra, to do something more. But there's always some things that could be done a lot better. But I'm really happy as it is at the moment. I basically don't want to change anything because now I'm after a few years you're gonna so used to it how it works and more and more changes. Uh, sometimes it isn't good enough to have more changes, but of course things can always be better. But from the Icelandic point of view, I would just like to have more coaches, more teams using Handball.ai to have the data because I have the data from this team and I can tell you a lot about it. But the team third place in the league, we have no data from that. We have maybe only the statistics that they do they do during the games, writing on paper. So it's I would like to see just the Icelandic handball go more into Handball.ai.
Okay,
That would
that's
that
nice
would be a
to
change.
hear.
But it's hard though. Uh,
Wow, but I think that we are on the direction, and I hope that a lot of your Scandinavian and Icelandic coaches they are seeing the video, and then that we could take them also under umbrella of Handball.ai. That this, to be honest, work with Icelandic customers is always it's always easy, to be honest, because they are
yeah,
really appreciating the technology, and they're appreciating the advance in our sport.
mm,
Furthermore, I just would like to say, Kristinn, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that after 4 years working, we are here together and to make a video. That we met each other for Aldin as a coach, and then we move into a point that you are collaborating with us in Handball.ai. Even we saw us a couple of times. So I really appreciate that you had the time to make here. And yeah, I mean, if you get more in contact, just please let us know. If you have more in contact, more possibilities to develop in Iceland, let's do it.
yeah,
And from here, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. And yeah, thank you so much, Kristinn, for your time.
yeah. Thanks a lot. Cheers.